Hey everybody, Graham here. So, Timcast published Shane Cashman's addendum to the three-part Eliza Blue story that got pulled the other day. And it looks like the only part of the story that Cashman is walking back in any kind of way is the stuff about DeFango. DeFango is the guy that Cashman identified as the gang stalker, and DeFango came out and basically threatened to sue Timcast and Cashman and Tim Pool because he says he's not this person, and that the people that Cashman were talking about were people that DeFango had actually tried to blow the whistle on. And I'm a little under the weather today, so bear with me if I'm a little blinky and slow. Interestingly, the only part of the story they're walking back is the part that could get them into legal trouble. They're still, I guess, Cashman says he's sticking by what he wrote and still will not address the censorship issues, which I think are what most people who are following the story are concerned about. Like, I could really give a crap about Eliza Blue one way or the other, but Brittany Venti is still locked out of her Twitter account. People's videos have still been pulled down. She's causing people to be censored, and that's not right. And none of this has been addressed by Cashman. The only thing that was addressed was the DeFango thing. And all they did was they published a short interview with DeFango. And that's it. So if you were hoping that Cashman or Pool or anybody at Timcast was actually concerned with the issues that their viewers and their readers are concerned with, you can put that idea to rest. It's just not happening. They're down. They're staying down. They're doubling down. And that's it. I don't think we're going to ever get any acknowledgement from Cashman about the censorship stuff. I don't think we're going to get any honest look back at whether Eliza was having him on or not. As far as I'm concerned, Timcast has lost pretty much all their credibility with me. I don't see how I can trust them at this point. If they're going to actively ignore stuff that's inconvenient for them, then, they might as well be MSNBC. And that's depressing, because people like Tim are the people who are going to change the media landscape, or at least the people who have the potential to change the media landscape, Tim is big in that space, and he has the ability to be a leader, a term that I really hate but seems applicable in this case, a thought leader. He has that ability. He has that position. He has that much influence. And to see him or his company acting like any corporate media company, when things get rough, they just stonewall and shut down and stuff like that. It really undermines everything that independent journalism can accomplish. And my rule going forward is going to be, the smaller the creator, the more I trust them. Not that I think small creators are inherently more trustworthy. I just think that small creators have less pressure on them to bend the knee. And I mean, that's where I'm going to be, I don't really think of it as taking a side per se, but how can you trust these people is the question. And I don't think I can. So, but I think there's an interesting tie-in here with the stuff that's going on with Project Veritas. As I'm sure most of you are aware, there's been some sort of coup attempt where it looked like they were going to get rid of James O'Keefe, and then recently they just came out with a statement saying that that James has not been removed, but the statement is a little suspect. They appealed to the idea of conspiracy theories, which if you're going, Project Veritas has been instrumental in proving that some conspiracy theories are actually true. Most notably, and most recently, the Pfizer stuff. We now know that Pfizer was engaged in some fairly unethical stuff. We know because a director at that company told a Project Veritas journalist. And then suddenly there's this coup, and O'Keefe is going to get forced out, apparently. But now they're saying he's not. But they appeal in the statement that they put out. They said, it's tempting that this has come in light of our biggest story to see conspiracy theories here. And for Project Veritas to appeal to the idea that you shouldn't believe conspiracy theories really seems to cut against everything they've done, which is to show the truth of things that other media outlets were dismissing as conspiracy theories. It doesn't mean every conspiracy theory is true, but just because something cuts against a mainstream narrative doesn't mean it's a conspiracy theory. And the idea that Project Veritas found themselves under a lot of pressure when they went after Pfizer is not terribly far-fetched. So I'm waiting to see how that's going to shake out. It would not surprise me terribly if something happened with Project Veritas, if James left on his own or something like that. But it seems that Project Veritas has gotten too big, and the financial pressures that can be brought to bear on a big organization are different from those of a small organization or an individual. And it appears that when companies get to a certain level of bigness, that these financial pressures are enough to make them fall in line. And that doesn't bode well for anything going into the future. And on that happy note, I'll end it. I hope you're all having a great day. Like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather. It's not the Keefe. I tested myself. But I'm still not feeling great. Probably just a cold, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Graham out. Bye.